What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be talking about the 3W accessory Autolife floor mats. Forever, I've always thought that the OEM rubber floor mats were probably the best option aside from cloth floor mats, especially when off-roading, especially when camping, water, all the different types of weather that you might encounter. But I reached out to 3W accessory Autolife liners. I told them, hey, I really like the way you guys are positioned in the industry. I really like the product from an aesthetic standpoint. So I went ahead and got a set, and I am blown away by the quality, how it kind of matches with the interior of the truck. And I think that everyone should consider upgrading to these floor mats over the stock ones. There's a handful of reasons why, and today we are going to discuss them. Before I jump into the entire video, I did want to come out and say, I noticed that 80% of you, 80% plus, who are watching all these videos are not currently subscribed. So if you like the videos that I'm putting out and you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing, giving the video a like, dropping a comment down below. It really helps out the channel, move things forward. And yeah, without further ado, get subscribed. Let's get into the video. All right, so first things first, here we have my stock 2019, I guess. I got the truck in 2018, but these have been in the truck for a very long time. And to a lot of people, they may seem extremely clean, but the big gripe I've always had is dog hair, dirt, and residual moisture that remains in the car. Most of the time, the dirt will get stuck in these little rivets here, and it's impossible to get out. The 3W liners have a huge, big claim to fame of being able to absorb water very easily, and the fact that these tended to fade, scratch, and I'm just not the happiest with the overall coverage in the car. I do like that they're OEM. I'll always say that most of the time OEM is going to be the way to go, but for this specific application, I think that the 3W liners are going to be better. All right, so let's go ahead and pop inside and check the driver's side out. So like I mentioned, one of the biggest things, and you can't really tell on camera, but these are jet black compared to the OEM, which ends up coming out to be a little bit more of a gray color over time. I did clean these up today just for the sake of the video. But you can see I just kind of shook them off. I didn't wipe them down or anything, spray them off with water, but for the most part, they look really good. They don't hang on to dirt in these sipes as much as the OEM mats go. And you can kind of tell if you're used to looking at the interior of your Tacoma, the coverage, I think this part right here goes up probably another 2 inches to cover way on the other side, and along this section here, it pulls back a little further. This little border here along this side, it's all sealed up compared to the stock mat, which for some, you end up going to the car wash, vacuuming it out, and you always find there's dirt under there. So that's a huge plus. The old mats, both in my wife's RAV4, which we recently got the 3W Autolife accessory liners in, had so much dog hair that was both sticking to the mat and just collecting around the mat. So the stock ones weren't really doing their job. So I definitely recommend this product for anyone looking to upgrade in their Tacoma, whatever vehicle you have. RAV4 is another example that we're using today, but I think these are an awesome solution. So that's kind of how I feel about them face value. I've had them in the vehicle for about 2 weeks. I'm super excited to kind of, over the course of summer, I know we're just coming out of rain season, fingers crossed, out here in California. Hopefully we don't get too much more because the ground is very saturated. But yeah, face value, I think they look great. They complement the vehicle very nicely. It is a little strange that the mats in my wife's RAV4 came with a 3W accessory logo, whereas the ones that came in the Tacoma, as you might have just seen, came with a 3W Autolife logo, which, you know, I don't really care, but maybe 3W is got to do some QA testing to make sure that they get those right. But yeah, let's go check out the rear of the the rear back seat OEM floor mat, and then I'll show you guys what the other one looks like on the Tacoma. All right, so it's a little bit of a different story here because of all the gear we always carry in the back, this mat actually got a little bit more dirty more frequently. It's a little hard to tell on camera here, but I'll drop a clip of my wife's here in a sec if I haven't already. But this part of the floor mat always collects so much dirt, so much dust, it's impossible unless you're using like a brush to get removed. Not only that, but again, the coverage isn't quite as nice as before, and it's impossible to get some of this dirt out. If you're really trying to get your car like a fresh car wash look, you're not going to get that with the OEM mats. We got some sand in here, and I thoroughly cleaned these out the other day, so I like them as a factory option. If you're buying a Tacoma used or new, I definitely recommend going this route. I know it's probably a couple $100 more, but as soon as you kind of outgrow them, I think going the route of the 3W liners is the way to go. All right, here, let's check out the back. I'm going to continuously use this driver's side because the sun is way too harsh on that side. So here you can see we already have this awesome border arch that comes up that blocks anything from coming in, which, as you saw just a moment ago, the factory ones do not. Some Tacomas may come equipped with the little cover that kind of latches down like the front seat. In mine, I do not have those in the back, so 3W is nice enough to provide these little grommets, which make that a whole lot easier. You can see here they have added coverage that actually goes over the seat back cover lock. For a lot of people, when you have passengers in the back, you'll often find that people are stepping on those, breaking them off. So this is not only for keeping things clean, but also to kind of protect that. Coming on in here to the center, you can tell there's some dog hair beginning to kind of collect there. If you have a pet or dog, these are definitely a good option. But I think overall, just the sheer quality of the plastic is better. And thus, I think we'll probably do better long term. And then again, it's just so much nicer to have like this jet black look on the inside of your truck as opposed to that faded kind of floppy. I know this flops still, but it still, fits exactly the way you want it to. I also wanted to do a little bit of a how, why, and where. Where you can get them, I will drop 3W's official website down in the description box below. I'll leave their Instagram handle somewhere here when the video comes out. Why you might want to do this is to just, if you care about the interior of your vehicle, you want to make it look a little bit nicer, then I would definitely recommend these over the stock factory ones. I think the factory ones are good from the factory for maybe a year. I've dealt with mine for 4. Been thinking about ways to kind of keep things cleaner and just had to kind of, tediously clean them by hand. And how you can do it is, just order online. All right, you guys, that about does it for this video. Huge shout out to 3W Liners. for partnering with me to bring you this video today. Like I said, if I do come across or get any sort of discount code, I will be sure to link it down in the description box below. Again, if you're not subscribed, like 85% of you aren't, get subscribed. It really helps out the channel. Don't forget to don't forget to like and comment down below. I'm always happy to respond to any and all comments that come to me on the channel. Got a few new things coming up here in the next few weeks with the old Tacoma, so stick around, and as always, until next time, enjoy the ride.